you argue that it's harder for a Black woman to find a long-term relationship. And why do you think that is? Because it is. Why do you think that is?
Peace and blessings, family. Shout out to all my silver tongues out there. Today, I'm going to be reacting to an interview done by Jessie Lee Peterson with Sabrina Strings. Who is Sabrina Strings? Sabrina Strings is the professor and North Hall Chair of Black Studies at the University of California, Santa Barbara. And in this conversation, they are dealing with Black relationships and why it is difficult for Black women to find a husband. Without further ado, let's get into the interview.
The problem is that so many men are expecting a woman who is slim, white, and pliant. So they want a woman who is fair-skinned with straight hair and a slender physique and is going to do what they say.
I tell you, boy, women can't accept accountability for nothing. She literally just blamed racism on why Black women can't get a man. The only thing that I can say that's certain about what she just said is that all men want a woman that's compliant. They may not necessarily want a skinny woman. All men don't want skinny women, but they definitely want a woman that's compliant.
Now, as you might imagine, after the many feminist movements that we have had in this world, and especially in the West, women aren't mostly up to that. We, for those of us who are looking for a man, want someone who's going to be a partner, someone who's going to be a companion and equal. But unfortunately, that's not the view that many men have. At the current time, according to a couple of different studies that I've seen, 52% of adult women are single. That makes us the majority. Some of us are choosing singlehood, like myself, but others, they want to have a man, but they don't want to follow the old traditional rules to get one.
But if they don't, they're never going to get a man.
There it is. You either are a trad wife or you're not a wife for a lot of men. Not every single one.
But the real reason that Black women don't have a long-term relationship is because Black women, especially the educated ones, they're like nasty. You know, they think they're equal to the man. If they have an education, they think they're smarter than the man. They think they don't need a man. They have nasty attitude, you know. Just,
okay, I agree with two of those four things. You said we think we're equal to men.
Yeah.
As a woman, thinking you're equal to a man is very nasty. The Bible says be equally yoked, which means to be equal in terms of your faith. But it does not say that you are equal to a man. A spiritual household, a Christian household, a holy household, the man is always superior to the woman. In the Bible, it says that the woman is the weaker vessel. And so this feminist desire to be equal to a man is actually demonic, which makes it nasty.
And
also they don't want, I noticed that educated women of all races, but especially Black women, they don't make for good wives and mother to men children.
So now
that's why I tell men they shouldn't marry an educated woman.
I wouldn't go as far to say you shouldn't marry an educated woman. I just would say don't date women that's arrogant. And a lot of educated women tend to be arrogant. And that's the problem. It's not the education, it's the arrogance. It's the feeling as though you're better than. And the problem with arrogance is it's very difficult to check an arrogant woman. And a lot of educated women need to be checked. And that's actually the reason why I'm doing this video. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna show you the problem that most men have with educated women.
Because she would never make for a good wife and a good mother to his children.
Now, that doesn't make any sense. Now, first of all, it's quite clear that I'm not nasty. And I'm pretty well educated.
She's pretty nasty to me. She's like nasty nice. A lot of her ideas and things of that nature are nasty. Yeah, she's smiling and things of that nature. She looks pleasant right now. But nasty is not just about how you come across. Men are actually interested in the substance of things, not just the way that they look. Women get into tone policing. We're not concerned with if something sounds good. We're concerned with the actual substance.
But I bet you're different when the men are dealing with you.
Well, I'm dealing with a man right now.
I know, but you are nice now, but if we were dating or married, you'd be held to pay.
You know, we're dealing in counterfactuals. Okay, let's focus on the things that are really going on.
Okay.
So no, in reality, a lot of women are single because men are looking for simplicity. And they're especially looking for women who are considered attractive enough in a white visual economy. I call these women sufficiently white.
I would say that the mark of a genius, the mark of a true intellectual is simplicity. So yes, men are looking for simplicity because simplicity means that you've actually refined your thoughts. You're not trying to work that shit out with me, or you're not trying to work out some bogus philosophy that doesn't work and then you want me to come take it on. Simple women tend to be the most intellectual women. A simple woman is smart enough to know that a man will run through a brick wall. A man will fight a nation of many for a hot meal, sex, peace, quiet, and freedom. Why make our relationship more complicated than that? I can't even hear you if I'm hungry. I can't even hear you if I'm horny. Most of these complex philosophies that women have introduce chaos. They don't bring peace. That's what Einstein said. The definition of genius is taking the complex and making it simple. And that's why men are attracted to simplicity. And it's so difficult dealing with a lot of these black women in particular. And this is what I'm saying about why black relationship issues can be a little bit different. And when we talk about black men and women, it's a little bit different. Because black women toggle back and forth between a bunch of ideas and racism is one of the things that black women use. And next thing you know, you back on the racism thing again. But make sure you pay attention to this next clip because it is a perfect illustration of why it's so difficult to deal with educated women, especially educated black women. Check this out.
So we're dealing with a number of confusing problems, not the least of which is that women do have high standards, and women who want male partners want to find an equal. But unfortunately, a lot of men are looking for a woman who is subordinate.
But it's normal for a man to look for a wife that will obey him.
That's a trad wife.
That's why.
I think you're right. It is normal, and in the sense that it's historically been typical,
and that's
but it's not helpful. Worked for who? It worked for the men.
It worked for the men and the women in the good old days, but now it's not working for either the man or the woman.
That is.
Because the man can't find a woman that is a common sense woman anymore.
Well, I think instead of having common sense, women want to have dignity and respect, hence feminism.
Okay, y'all heard what this woman said. Instead of common sense, women want to have dignity and respect. Listen to this educated woman attempt to answer these simple questions that Jesse asked.
Should men be allowed to play in women's sports?
Not cisgender men, no.
What is a man?
Let's see. I don't think I know the answer to that.
But you want to be my equal. Where are they giving out these degrees at? The University of Indoctrination? Because there's some aspect of getting a college degree that is making people stupid. Jesse said that men want a woman who has common sense. She, in return, said that women want dignity and respect. How can you respect a person that cannot tell you what a man is? Because when somebody say that they want respect, that means they actually want you to listen to the things that they're saying. You start going through it, you like, hold on. You could tell me about all of these studies. You could tell me about all these statistics. You could tell me about fat phobia. You could tell me about racism. You could tell me about all of these complex issues. But when I ask you what a man is, what a woman is, you don't have an answer for that. In conclusion, I want to say, I think this is the root to all the problems in relationships nowadays. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, pink, or purple. The problem is the feminist rhetoric that has penetrated our culture like a cancer. And this is the top layer. These are the easy things to pick apart. This is not even the nuance. All in all, I don't think men have an issue with women being educated. I think the issue is that what men have found is that educated women seem to go through some level of indoctrination where they don't have common sense anymore and they can't make solid decisions. Anywho's, man, I could go on talking about this for hours. Drop some comments down below and let me know what y'all think. And also, I have 2 great videos that I want to recommend you to watch. The first one is called How the CIA Used Black Feminists to Destroy Black Men. And the second one is called Black Women in LA Are Frustrated with the Dating Scene Because of This. Click the link below. check one of those videos out, and I'll see y'all over there. Shout out to all my silver tongues. Peace.